Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to our revolutionary Bohemia campaign in EU4 with me, your host Luckymarine, where we are at war with the Ottomans, and the Ottomans have had particular lists pop up. I would like to peace out Tunis as white peace. If we do this, then Tunis is allied to the Ottomans. A white peace with Tunis means that we can go to war with them, or drag the Ottomans back into war with us in 5 years, instead of the giant truce timer that we're going to have with them, like 12 years, 15 years, something like that. So white peace them out. It'll give us a truce until 1738. It might turn out, it probably won't, because we've already kicked the teeth in to a good extent right now. But this truce timer is going to be ticking down. By the time we finish with the Ottomans, we might only have to wait 2 or 3 years to go back to war with the Ottomans. So they might not have time to recover. Let's get the Tunisians out. Fine. Who else? Blucher stands on high, that's fine. Yao is on high. We can't separately peace out his minions. Oh, we have another idea group to take. I did think quality. I really did think quality. But then the way that we've cut through the Ottomans, let's go to army quality. The way that we cut through the Ottomans, I don't think we need quality. And so I had a look through the policies for every single idea group. What could we mix plutocratic with? We could mix it with administrative ideas, which would give us national tax modifier and national manpower modifier. Don't need either of those. Next one down from there is mixing it with diplomatic ideas that we already have. Give us a diplomatic reputation, improve relations. Don't need that, although that would be quite nice earlier on when you're trying to. Yeah, that would be really good actually. Early on in the HRE, the improving relations. Anyway, next one down from that. Plutocratic mixed with influence ideas, national unrest -1, diplomatic annexation cost -10%, which will be useful now because we're integrating Portugal. But we went through all of these: plutocratic, quality, quantity, even trade. Yes, I even went with espionage. I even looked through the espionage ideas, and it's always shit. Espionage, naval, maritime. They are the meme ideas. Never choose them, ever. And I got to innovative ideas. And I got to modern siege weapons. Plus offensive gives us leader siege +1 and siege ability +10%. Now the one thing that's holding us back, that's when we're at war, is our ability to get through forts, especially level 8 forts. So anything that gives us better leaders with better siege pips, anything that gives us a better siege ability once for getting through these forts. I mean, chances are we're going to rock up to a fort and barrage through it anyway. But if we can push our siege ability up, that means we don't have to sit here for 6 months, 12 months, a year, 2 years trying to get through a fort. We can be cutting our way through forts, cutting our way through countries. Say Russia, say Ming, Jean-Pierre, Vijayanagar, just that little bit quicker. Which means we can end the war quicker, which means we can move on to the next target just that little bit quicker. So, even though it's weird, I'm thinking about innovative. The optimism is brilliant as well. Monthly war exhaustion naturally coming down is nice. I think it naturally comes down anyway because of the birthplace of the revolution, but it just means it comes down even more. I think we go with that. I mean, we already have specific siege stacks, as it were. I think the maximum we can have for the level 8 bonus on a level 8 fort is 40 artillery, and I think I have like 41 artillery knocking about. I don't know why you... Down to 23. I must have split people up here. But yeah, we have a 40 stack there. We have another 40 stack somewhere else. 38 stack. So properly organised, we do have specific wall breakers, as they are, to deal with sieges, and then an infantry stack just to stand off, just to get involved if the siege gets into problems, into issues, if they come to support it. But I don't want to be stood on foot for a long time. So even though my head is saying quality, extra discipline would be nice. I think innovative just for that policy. Let's go. And once we have taken innovative, we can mix innovative with quality anyway, and get the infantry combat ability plus 20% for modern firearm techniques. Which is a hell of a number. Plus 20% infantry combat ability here. It's a huge, huge amount. Prestige decay, which will keep our prestige just at a little bit of a higher rate. But we'll not spend any admin just yet. What are we focusing on? Military. Don't mind keeping that focus on military just at the moment. We do use barrage quite a lot. Right, without further ado, let's get on, shall we? Don't think I want to deal with particular lists, but the Austrians do, so we'll leave that to them. On the siege of Margaret. Alright, okay. Jump onto them. We'll take out this den stack as well. Don't want them causing issues. It's have gone bankrupt. It's always a good pop-up to turn on. If it's somebody that's close to you, then it can be useful information to have. We're going to stop there and we'll squish you. Let's barrage our way through those walls. We've already barraged our way through you. Do you have any cannons? No? Okay. Let's just do a little bit of carpet sieging with you lot then. We'll get through you as quickly as we can. Alright, let's be careful that we don't just end up at war for sake of being at war. They take that deal, which is 100% overextension, which is gutting them of trade. It takes Huda, Constantinople, Sugla, Sinop, and they'll probably end up moving their capital. Well, they'll move their capital somewhere else, probably to Adana. When they move to Adana, they'll probably move their trade capital to Adana, which is going to cut down massively on the amount of trade that they rely on. The amount of trade that they rely on allows them the 230 odd mercenaries. Let's have a little look at their economy. So their trade is now in the doldrums because we control all of this. But it was up. At the start of war, the Ottomans were making 200 ducats from trade. So let's see what we can do here. Like all that. I don't particularly need you to give land to anyone else. Releasing of nations. Maybe not. You have military access. Give up claims in... I can keep that. Grab the humiliate. Don't need the war reps. Concede California, concede Mexico. That would be nice. Don't mind trading a humiliate for that. That's about all he's willing to do. But that'll do. That will do. First fight with the Ottomans. First war with the Ottomans. Started in 29. 4-year war. We've lost 112 and they've lost 311. It's about a rate of about 3 to 1. Austria, how much did you lose? 79,000. That's fine. That's fine. So we'll get out on that. There's no point in pushing this any further, because we'd just be adding to the periphery of taking this land, just adding little bits and pieces, like money, and we don't need the money. Yeah, we'll get out there. Are there any policies that we can turn on right now that would aid in this? Relations, Diplo annexation cost. I need to turn that on before Portugal gets too high. Income from vassals. Aggressive expansion impact. This is what I want. Leader siege and siege ability. Late on. This is brilliant. That'll do. That'll do. Ottomans, let's get you out. Okay, fine. Also means I also picked up Ankara because it's a level 8 fort in defensive terrain, and I don't particularly want to deal with that. They've moved their capital to Adana as expected. It's usually the place that they move. If they can, they'll go to Adana, which puts them in the Aleppo node, which means their trading capital is here, which should mean they make a lot less from trade. This will probably come up. We'll give it to the end of the month. This will come up. What's our next target? What is our next target? No war exhaustion, so we might as well grab all this now. What have you called Constantinople? Carihrad. Carihrad. I've never seen Constantinople called Carihrad. But 45 admin to wow, 53 development. 45 admin for a 53 development province with production of gems. Love it. Oh, we could have just taken more and turned it into a client state. Oh well, you live and learn. Or not, as the case may be. Who's on my shit list next? Russia. I've not declared war on you. Well, in a while, have I? Tunis in 38, you've got Spain in 39. Lithuania. I could do with getting into you as well. So the other ones conceded the land that they had over here to us. California. To our Californian minion. Their stuff in Mexico to our Mexican minion. Overextension is dangerously high, but it's not too high. Good. Ah, you are dancing the dance, aren't you? Let's try and improve relations with you. Just to try keep him under the magical 50%. And we can make states. Yeah, I kept quite a few states free because I would like to state up this land here. So, it's a good land. I think we're going to Lithuania next. Nope. I'm not spending hundreds of admin points. Papal State, Milan, Poland, that is fine. Is Poland still a thing? Poland is still a thing. Poland, if I declare war on you. Livonian Order and Lithuania. Can bring Lithuania in as a co-belligerent. It'll only bring in Papal State Milan. Milan is tiny. Papal State is tiny. Poland, what else? Livonian Order. Is Livonian Order a thing? They are. If I declare war on you. Alright. So declare war on Poland. We bring in Lithuania as a co-belligerent, meaning that we can take land off Lithuania and it's not going to cost us 1 billion Diplo points. If it's outside of your CB, then land that you take from the enemy is going to cost you diplomatic points, and it can really start to rack up, especially if you have a good war and you take a big chunk. Bringing Lithuania in as a co-belligerent brings in the Papal State. Milan, Poland is already in. I don't mind fighting Papal State and Milan. In fact, we could probably take stuff off Papal State. No. Well, we end up fighting Spain. We'll bring the Papal State in as a co-belligerent. Papal State who is allied with Milan, Spain, Lithuania, gets us back to war with Lithuania and puts us at the throat of Liège. That's fine. We can nibble a little bit from the Hitchari. Okay, so we know what we're doing now. Let's start moving in that general direction then. Grab all our ships. Don't need you here anymore. And Portugal needs to be placated. We're going to struggle with Portugal. Probably allowed them to get a little bit too big. Revolution of Bohemia adds 75 to their spy network. Alright, so we have 75 spy network on Russia to use. We already have the CBs to get in there and kick the teeth in. However, having a claim brings down the cost and the time to go. So we'll use that 75 strength to get some claims on some really good provinces, some high development provinces. Random event, just out of the blue. If we don't use it, we'll lose it. It'll gradually start to tick away. Right. How's the unrest? Overextension, discontent, separatism, trading in wine, -1, like that. And a non-accepted culture. Yeah, we're probably going to have to, at some point, accept Turkish. It's a big lump. And it's mega high developed down here. Yeah, it's going to be worth it. In fact, I'll do that now. Can't because I haven't recorded anything just there. Not just yet. But soon. But soon. Okay, on we go. New pub. Lose 5 army professionalism, gain professionalism, but lose 73,988 manpower. Would you do that for 2.5% army professionalism? Manpower recovery speed is less. Yep, I think I do this. The only way we're going to start pushing up our army professionalism now is by events like this. And the higher we can push it, the better our siege ability. And if we're going for outrageous siege ability, what are we up to now? 18.8%. Then that's the way to go. Let's have a look at the Ottomans' trade income. Trade income has been cut in half. They were at 200 ducats, 200 something ducats in terms of trade. They are now languishing with just 100. Not quite languishing, but no, I'm not spending money on that. And granted, they are weird borders. I'll give you that much. 973.86 ducats. Does anyone know? Does anyone know? Like with dollars you've got cents, and with the euros you've got cents, and with the pound you've got pennies. What? If you have ducats, what's the lesser bit of ducats? Is it ducats and pence or cents or? I don't know. But 973 ducats and 86 pennies. I don't know. You can never have too much money. You can have too much money. You can have 30,000 in the bank and not doing anything with it. Oh, or a call from Portugal. Yeah, as I was saying, the borders look a bit weird, but they're for maximum impact. If it wasn't for taking his money-making abilities off him, it was snaffling a level 8 fort. A level 8 fort that I never, ever have to go and re-siege anymore. And if I could, I'd have probably taken this level 8 fort as well off him. But that'd have pushed us beyond the 100%. So, first war with anybody should really be the slowest. Because you're going in there and you're trying to disassemble the country. You're trying to take, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 level 8 forts that we don't have to spend time going through. We don't have to spend manpower attritioning through. We don't have to spend a barrage getting through either. And it's not going to slow us down either. It allows us to be having, it allows us men stationed here on the outbreak of war, and we can get straight through to the capital and knock the Ottomans out pretty quickly, pretty aggressively. Construct the Panama Canal. Why not? Why not? I mean, we've got the money to spare. We have the money to spare. Why not? We'll build all the canals. It might be a really good idea, actually. Still bang on 100%. Right. You lot group up here. Pretty aggressive attrition. Take that. And here. What do we have here? One cannon stack. These cannons straight onto the capital. We'll try to take them out as quickly as we can. Cannon stack down here, making its way to... Brasta? And then we need another one heading towards the capital. 1 stability for 10 Republican tradition. Now we'll grab the Republican tradition. Keeping Republican tradition quite high is nice. Alright, group you all together. Why do we only have 38 cannons? We're missing some somewhere. Anyway, you can be sent towards the capital. Let's put the 3-star siege general in charge there. You can be split in 2. And can be the support stacks. I think we're ready to go. Think we're ready to go. Lithuania is called belligerent. I don't think I need Austria to come in on this. Why not? Fireface comes first. I should have waited. Should have waited. Check you in charge there. I want you supported by infantry. I'll move you up as well. Yeah, fire phase comes first. If they don't get out of the fire phase, then... Wait, you mixed bag. You are 23,000. Oh well. I thought it was pure cannons, but it wasn't. You were training. That is terrible for you. Nope. You're gonna die, clown. Yep. Infantry combat ability is a brilliant one to have. If you can grab... No, if you can get to the border of a country and they're training, then it's a really good time to stack your troops there and declare war, because you can have outrageous stack wipes. Especially if you're a small country. Let's grab... Well, you're going to be there for a while, so let's grab another few cannons for you. Because we're not activating the level 8 bonus. What's your Brasta? You just wait there until you get your cannons. I'll move on. Brandenburg's opinion of us to change by +50. Oh, okay. Got to size where we don't care anymore. On the siege of Vilnius, excellent. There you go, convince them that they're praying to the wrong people. You jump onto that siege there. And this is over very quickly. I thought you were heading down here. That's why I left a gap. Alright, 41,000. Let's chuck you on to this siege. I'll get ready to pull this lot away. Okay, okay, alright. Thought I should be able to deal with this. I mean, deal with Milan. Yeah, this fight's happening far too quick. We still have a lot of overextensions coming. Well, not that it's a bad thing. Not my concern. And Bohemian Peru looks like they have it sorted. Now let's jump on to this siege here. Also, my fleet. You only need upgrading 2 ships. We must have captured a couple of galleys off the Ottomans. We might as well have you lock down this area here. So Lithuania wants out, but I can't accept that because of various and sundry reasons. Wait till you're locked, we will speed march into here to give you a back row. A little bit slow there. Can't get back until we've got our fleet here. Diplo? No. Not spending Diplo on it. Oh, particulars. Well, we can now get to you. Can we? Yes. Yes, we can. Also turn off speed marching. And away you go. Oh, particulars. I'm going to have to deal with that. Well, we are sending a transport fleet. Are you the only lump of particularists that have fired, though? No, there's some down here. Only 2 lumps. That's fine. And you're about to come in, which means we can almost peace out Lithuania. Milan, do you want out? No. Lithuania does though. We should probably head down here. Give Austria a hand. Also, next fight after this is going to be Spain in 39, Tunis in 38. I'm sure we can squeeze a little one in there. Now we can't declare war into the Empire if we're at war with the Emperor on our side. Alright. Maybe Russia? Yeah, probably Russia. Austria will come in. Let's do that. So we'll stack up on Russia. 1 fort there. Another one in Smolensk. Infantry stack up on that border. I don't think I need you moving. You come this way as well. It is indeed regrettable. Good stuff. Lithuania. You can go. Want your fort, want your fort, want your coastline, and want your forts. So we don't have to siege through them ever again. I think that will do. I need to leave room inside me for a tiny Portugal. Coalition may form. Denmark, I didn't even know Denmark was a thing. Papal State, Ottomans, Poland, I don't care. Where you go. Grab all those cores. Stack up on the Russian border. I just need one province. Yep. War operations, transfer, trade. Okay, just war operations. I'll need your money. Papal State will release Provence. Who's going to be outside the HRE? However, he might well end up joining it, joining it because he's close to the Emperor. So no, we won't release you. I'll do. There you go. Quick and simple war. And we are lined up immediately on Russia. Who is this? The Ottomans. If we go to war with you, Austria comes in. Timurids will want to join. No. No, I think we're on a roll here. But that, ladies and gentlemen, has been 38 minutes. I do apologise for that. I've been Luckymarine. As always, you lot have been amazing. Join me next time for more with Bohemia. Revolutionary Bohemia, as we cut our way through Ottomans and Lithuanians. It's going to be through Russia. It's going to be through Russia. And I may well form a client state or two from Russia. It's got to the point where like 30% war score will get us all the land that we can fit inside us. So we'll use the other 60-70% war score for the production of client states now. It probably wasn't useful down here because we couldn't really feed them anymore. It might be useful to pop one or two out in the Ottomans. It's going to be useful for Russia. We can continue feeding them and feeding them all the way over here, and then integrate them to a later date. Talking of integration, Portugal, how are you getting on? It's getting on alright. How are you getting on here? It's up at 48%. As long as we can continue to generate enough prestige that we can continue to placate local rulers, then I don't think I'll mind that. It's a 490 development province. Wow. 490 development country. which is his country plus his 3 minions, half of the development of his 3 minions, all combined. So we're going to get all of this, all of this, all of this, all of Portugal, which should clear up this little bit here. Plus we're going to go into Spain fairly soon, but I reckon we can get a quick war in against Russia before then. But until then, do take care.